Have you ever walked into someone's home and noticed it was spotless? Not because they were expecting guests, not because they spent the weekend deep cleaning, just always that way. And you find yourself wondering, how? Are they more disciplined? Do they have more time? Do they actually enjoy cleaning? Here is what I've discovered. Those people are not just cleaner, they are wired differently. Not in any mystical sense, neurologically, psychologically. The person who cleans their house every single day is operating from a completely different mental framework than someone who only cleans when things spiral out of control. And today, I want to break that down for you. Because what I'm going to show you is that a clean home is not just about a clean home. It's about the state of your mind, the structure of your identity, and the relationship you have with your own environment. And if a messy space has ever made you feel anxious, drained, or quietly suffocated, this might be the video that changes how you see your space forever. Let us start here. Your brain does not distinguish between your inner world and your outer world as precisely as you think. The space you live in is constantly sending signals to your nervous system. There's a concept in environmental psychology called cognitive load, the amount of mental effort your brain is using at any given moment. And research has shown something that might surprise you. Physical clutter competes for your attention even when you're not consciously aware of it. Every pile of unwashed laundry, every stack of unread mail, every dirty dish in the sink. Your brain registers all of it as unfinished business, and unfinished business is mentally expensive. A study from Princeton University found that physical clutter in your surroundings actually interferes with your ability to focus. It overloads your visual cortex and impairs your brain's ability to process information. So your messy room is not just irritating, it's literally making you less sharp, less focused, and more mentally fatigued. Now, flip that around. When your environment is clean and ordered, your brain gets to relax. People who clean their home every day are not just tidier, they think more clearly, they are calmer. Their environment works for them, not against them. But I want you to understand something deeper. When we talk about people who clean every day, we're not talking about people who love scrubbing floors. Be honest, who actually enjoys that? We're talking about people who have figured out, consciously or not, that maintaining their environment is one of the most reliable ways to maintain a sense of control over their own life. Think about it. You cannot control the economy, what your boss says in a meeting, or the traffic on the way home. Most of life is unpredictable, and for many people, that unpredictability creates a quiet, constant anxiety, a background hum of stress that never fully disappears. But your home, that you can control. And every time you restore it to order, you send a signal to your nervous system. I am in charge here. I can handle things. Everything is okay. In psychology, this is called the locus of control. People with a strong internal locus of control experience less anxiety, greater motivation, and greater resilience. And one of the simplest ways to reinforce it every single day is to take ownership of your immediate environment. Now, here's what I believe is the real key, and it brings me to something I talk about constantly: identity. People who clean every day are not doing it primarily because they love cleaning. They do it because somewhere along the way, through repeated action, through building the habit, through seeing the results, they internalized an identity. They became the type of person who keeps a clean home. And once that becomes part of who you believe yourself to be, the behavior becomes almost automatic. Behavioral psychology is very clear. We act in alignment with who we believe we are. If you believe you're a messy person, you'll let things pile up and tell yourself, that's just how I've always been. But here's the good news. Identity is not fixed. Identity is built with evidence, and the evidence comes from your actions. Every time you wipe the table after dinner, you are becoming someone who takes care of their space. Do that enough times and your brain has no choice but to update its picture of who you are. There's also a research finding I want you to sit with. A study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who described their homes as cluttered had significantly higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, throughout the day compared to people who described their homes as restful. The state of your home is literally affecting your baseline stress level every hour you spend in it. If you've been wondering why you feel tired when you come home, why you can't relax, why your evenings feel heavy even when nothing particularly bad happened, look around. Your environment may be quietly draining you. So how do you actually begin? 3 things. First, shrink the start. Catch the mess small. Wipe the counter right after cooking. Wash the dish right after eating. When mess never gets a chance to grow, maintenance is minimal. Second, stack the habit. Attach cleaning to something already in your routine. Coffee brews in the morning, wipe the counter while you wait. Brush your teeth at night, wipe the bathroom sink right after. Third, make it enjoyable. Put on music you love, make yourself a drink. Turn it into a ritual rather than a punishment. Here's what I want to close with. Your home is not just where you live. It's a physical expression of your standards. It reflects what you believe you deserve. When you begin to take care of your space, you're sending yourself a message. I live here. This is what I deserve. People who clean their home every day are not obsessive. They've simply decided that their environment matters, that their outer world reflects and shapes their inner one. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, choose one space in your home, just one, and maintain it every single day. Then tell me it hasn't changed something in you. Tell me it hasn't given you more energy, more focus, more confidence that you are someone who follows through on small commitments to yourself. Because that's what this is really about. Not a clean room, not a made bed. It's about becoming the kind of person who shows up for themselves.